Okay, let's get right to it. What's the single most important moment for your funeral home to be visible? It's that exact moment a family in your community is searching for help. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how you can make sure you're there for them. Everything, and I mean everything, hinges on these four little words: funeral home near me. Think about that. This isn't someone just browsing. It's a cry for help. It is probably one of the most powerful and urgent phrases in your entire industry because it signals an immediate, absolutely critical need. You see, when a family types this into Google, they're not casually planning for the future. No way. They are smack in the middle of a crisis. They are ready to pick up the phone and make a call, like right this second. They're under immense pressure and they're desperately looking for an immediate, trusted solution. And here's the stark reality of the world we live in now. If your funeral home doesn't pop up when a family makes that search, well, then for that family, in that absolutely critical moment, you might as well not exist. I know that's a tough pill to swallow, but really understanding that is the first step. So when someone searches that, what does Google actually show them first? Because I'll bet it's not what you think. It's not just a simple list of websites anymore. Nope, it's something much more specific and honestly a whole lot more powerful. And that brings us to this incredibly important number 3. Just 3. See, for a local search like that, Google doesn't show 10 blue links anymore. Instead, it prioritizes this special section right at the very top of the page, and it only features 3 businesses. This little box is called the Google Local Pack. It's a map paired with a list of, you guessed it, just 3 businesses. And it appears above everything else, above the ads, above the regular search results, you name it. This right here is the prime digital real estate you absolutely have to own. And look at what a family sees here. This is the info they use to make a split-second decision. They see your name, your star rating, and, this is huge, the number of reviews you have. They see your address, a few photos, and a big click to call button. And let's be clear, most families, they choose directly from these 3 options without ever scrolling down the page. So, the million-dollar question is, why do some funeral homes get into this exclusive top 3 club while others are totally invisible? Well, the good news is it's not random, it's not luck. It's a code you can crack because it's based on specific signals that you can actually control. Okay, so what is Google's algorithm looking for? Well, a few key things. How complete is your Google business profile? How many recent reviews do you have? Is your business info consistent everywhere online? Are you active on your profile? But notice what's not on this list: your years in business, your long-standing word-of-mouth reputation. In this one specific digital moment, none of that matters. It all comes down to your digital signals. So this creates 2 totally different impressions. On one hand, you've got a neglected profile, incomplete info, old photos, maybe a handful of reviews from years ago. To Google, this looks, well, inactive, maybe even irrelevant. But then you have an optimized profile, complete, professional photos, a steady stream of new reviews. This looks trusted. It looks active and helpful. Which one do you think Google's going to show? It's always going to be the second one. And I really want to hammer this point home. Reviews are not just for building trust with families. I mean, they're great for that, but that's not all. Every single new positive review is a direct signal, a little ping to Google's algorithm that says, hey, this is an active, reputable business, and they're serving families right now. And you can see the impact right here. It's a super direct correlation. If you have just a few or really old reviews, your visibility is going to be low. But as you get more and more recent reviews, your chances of showing up in those top results shoot way up. The connection is direct and it is powerful. Oh, and let's not forget your website. It's not a separate thing. Google sees your website and your local profile as connected. Think of it this way. If your website is old, clunky, and doesn't work well on a phone, it weakens your whole online presence. It's like a weak foundation. A strong, modern website absolutely supports a strong local presence. Okay, now for the really good news, and this is a big deal. Most of your competitors, they aren't doing this stuff. They're just not. And that creates a massive opportunity for you. This isn't about outspending them with big ad budgets. It's about outpositioning them online with a few simple key actions. So here it is, your 5-step action plan. Super simple. Step 1, complete your Google business profile. I mean, fill out every single section. Step 2, add fresh, high-quality photos and do it regularly. Step 3, and this one is the game changer. Create a simple, consistent process to ask every single family for a review.
Step 4, check your accuracy. Your name, address, and phone number need to be exactly the same everywhere online, no exceptions. And finally, step 5, make sure your website is up to date and works beautifully on a smartphone.
All right, let's kind of reframe this whole idea for a second. It's really easy to lump this all into digital marketing, but it's so much more fundamental than that. This isn't about running ads or some flashy promotion. The real goal here is just to be findable. That's it. It's about making sure that when a family in your community is in the middle of a crisis and they turn to their phone for help, you're there, you're visible, you look trustworthy, and they can contact you with one click. It's not marketing. It's a core part of the service you provide. So I'll just leave you with this one simple question. You want to serve the families in your community, right? Of course you do. But the first, most critical question you have to ask yourself is, when they search for help, can they even see you? Because if you're invisible online, you're missing the single most important moment to be there for them.